Hi guys, so just a quick recap of my gold trade today. So obviously I haven't traded gold as much during London as I would have liked in the last couple weeks due to big moves in Asia. So anyway, kind of coming into today's London session, you can see that in Asia yesterday we rejected from this distribution edge here, spiked in a little bit, rejected, and we had quite a strong rejection, cleared out some previous highs, which I'll just show you in a second. So I wasn't kind of expecting a move further down towards this lower distribution, and obviously here you can see when we had that rejection we took out these highs here. So I'm not expecting too much of a further downward move. Looking on the daily, so you can see here, so we had that strong rejection, took out these highs here. So coming into the London Open, I'll just show you what was going on. So coming into London Open, you can see we're accepting back inside this range here, right? So you got these lows, and you can see it's almost like a reverse head and shoulder. So you've got that area there. So we've kind of accepted inside here. So coming into this session, you can see this kind of what do you call it, imbalance gap here, and then if you kind of zoom out, it's the edge of this other distribution here, where you can see some strong accumulation happening here, which caused that big move all the way up, came back, retested it, respected it, spiked through, came back and held. So I'm looking to see now, can this area hold? I'm not really looking for a short continuation as of now, because we've taken out those highs, so I'm looking to continue and at least take out those highs. So we took out these highs here, so I'm looking to at least now go long and take out those highs, which eventually happened. So that was what I was looking for. This is where it can get quite difficult, because essentially I'm just looking for acceptance back inside above this zone. So I took my first trade somewhere here, got stopped out, break even. Second trade entered there, got stopped at a loss, and third trade we finally came all the way up. So essentially that's what I'm looking for, just to stay within this range. Now if you look at VWAP, it kind of makes sense, because London opened somewhere around here, so this zone is kind of in line with your daily value and -1 standard deviation. You can see some nice accumulation here, so that is the area where I'm looking for price to sort of continue bullish. So my first kind of entry was somewhere here, got stopped out at break even as I moved my stop, and then second one I kind of entered slightly higher up. Stops were down here, got stopped out at a loss, and then third one entered there, stops just there, and then finally price came to where we wanted it to. So I'll just show you the footprint. There wasn't too much in terms of absorption, so what I was looking for today was more sort of aggressive buying. I'll just show you the footprint. Where is it? Right, so we did have some aggressive selling, but it was more towards the upper side. So I'll just show you where it is. So here we had your 70, 106, but there was strong follow through there. So when we came in here again 56, but we had some follow through that came all the way down here. So at this moment I'm not really seeing too much of what I usually like to see, but what kind of made me enter was you had this no interest in selling here, and we had this this huge range candle with a decent sized delta kind of engulfed that one. So that was my kind of signal to get long. Price came all the way up. Stupidly, when I saw this big range, sometimes what I do like to see, and I mentioned this before, is I like to see these candles where you have the bulk of the volume and the point of control at the lows with high negative delta inside, so he could see the 18 and then a big expansion. So when I saw that, I was kind of confident that price would just keep going up. So I moved my stops to break even, got stopped out as price kind of came down here. Then the second trade, I kind of entered foolishly here, had my stop just below here, and then got stopped out. And then the third one, when we had that kind of high delta candle with clearing that stacked imbalance, that's when I got long again and just had my stops there. And like I said, I was kind of just looking to target those. As you kind of see this happening, VWAP is flat at the moment, so we're looking to stay rotational. Now another thing that happened was, which is quite important, is whilst the session was going on and London was opening and consolidating down here, this high volume node and this point of control just remained at the highs. Now a lot of the times, if you're looking for a reversal trade and you see the point of control on the opposite side of the deviation bands, then you can be confident in taking long positions going back to the mean, which is the point of control. Now on the flip side, if you start to see price coming down and you start seeing volume shift lower, what that means is buyers are happy to buy lower and sellers are also happy to continue selling lower at lower prices. So when that happens, it's a lot more likely for price to just kind of make its way down. But once I saw that the volume was thin here and was very thick here with a point of control with a flat VWAP, it made me confident that eventually price would make its way back to that point of control, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, hopefully that made sense, guys, and take care. See you in a few days.